Happy Element, and this is Amaria Life, bringing you an insight into life here on the lovely Costa Amaria, and brought to you by Remax Paradiso, the experts in property sales in our corner of Spain. And one of the things which this area is really very famous for is the number of artists and photographers that it attracts here. And for this reason, today I've come to the Mahaca Art Centre, the La Fuente Mahaca Art Centre, which is the new one, to meet Rod Westwood, who we're very, very, very pleased to be speaking to today. Professional photographer with a career in fashion photography and all sorts of other areas as well. And we're talking particularly about the Vera Photography Club, of which you are a member. So, Rod, tell us, why is it true? Am I correct, do you think, in saying that this area is particularly photogenic, or that this area is particularly inspirational when it comes to photography?
What it has is the most beautiful light, and a lot of it that when I first came down to Spain. That further south you go, the cleaner the light is, just the quality of it. Something you never find further north. And
the landscapes as well.
Landscapes are very distinct. Very distinct. Everything from the sort of barren waste of tavernas to, I guess you include Cabalgata, but very beautiful in a very sort of austere way.
Yeah, quite a unique way, really. Certainly for Europe. So, look, tell me about the photography club, because I understand that this is a club of, that you have quite a number of professional photographers in the club, like yourself, obviously. But is it purely a club, because we're looking at the works here, which is an exhibition of the photography club, the standard work is outstanding, and such a variety as well of different types of photography, different subject matter. But it all seems super professional to me. Are you all professional photographers?
No, in fact, I've seen a huge improvement just in the couple of years that I've been associated with it. There's every level in it. There's every level from pure beginners all the way up to myself as a professional. There's another couple of professionals in it, and all the in between. And the nice thing, one of the nice things, is to see the improvement that happens. Because basically the club is a sort of social thing.
Right, so like an opportunity for people interested in photography to come together.
Yeah, exactly. That's all it was. It was a focus point when it was first started. It was started by a man called Stan Roberts, who loves photography. He's retired down here. He got together with a couple of friends of his, and they said, let's make a photo club. And see if we can get other people interested. And that's grown in a couple of years to, not much longer than a couple of years, grown to about, I think, on paper there's 100 members or something. We have a meeting once a month, and we nearly always get 30 or 40 people coming to it.
And this is people, well, we must say, although we're in Mahaca, this is people from all over the area, isn't it?
Yeah, all the way out to Albox and beyond.
And various nationalities.
Sorry?
And various nationalities, or mainly British?
Mainly British. There's a Norwegian guy in it. We're starting to attract Spanish people now, which is great. Because obviously all the meetings are conducted in English, but they just manage and get by and understand, and someone translates for them or whatever.
You're a fluent Spanish speaker, so.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, you can't do that in the mix in itself. If I'm next to somebody who needs a translation, fine. But it's also a lot. It's obviously, as a photo club, it's a little bit visual.
Right.
What we do, we get together, we talk about. Well, the main things that we do really are a presentation, either of somebody's work or another club's images, competition images, all the things like that. I mean, I did a presentation last month, of my old reportage stuff. And then we also have a challenge. We have a challenge, which means that We ask people to go out and shoot this particular subject or this particular style of photography, and they have the whole month to do that. And that's another part of the meeting. They come back and we put them all up on the screen, and have a look at everybody's images and do a critique on it,
right,
which helps people to learn.
Exactly. So people do have this opportunity to really develop their photographic skills, and from people with such a huge background of experience and skill in this area.
Mm-hmm. No, because like I say, it covers a big area. People who live now in San Juan de los Toreros, and like I said, all books. And everybody who can offers help. And everybody who needs it asks for help. And so it's mutually, it's very, very satisfying, really.
What about if somebody really, they like the idea of learning how to become a better photographer, but they really don't have too much of an idea to begin with? Or even people at that level welcome?
We have, absolutely, everybody's welcome. We have a guy called Lyle, who's a professional photographer. He's also a very good teacher, and he offers courses. He does everything from beginner's course to Photoshop elements or something. He takes people on landscape tours. He's very active on that level. I mean, it's an extra for those you have to pay, because for the club you don't pay anything.
Right.
It's absolutely free. And then we've had another part of the meeting has been in the last 5-6 months. A couple of guys put together a program. One teaches Lightroom, which is now the standard editing program for photography, and he's been running us all the way through it from beginning to end. He does that for 15 minutes, and another one does a talk on the basics of photography.
Right.
I mean, that's the sort of time when I walk outside and have a fag.
A little bit unnecessary for someone like you,
but I mean, it's you see, they're making the effort. For me, the whole point of it is whenever I give a challenge for the month, I try to do something that will make people look at their cameras, find out how it works, what it does. Why is it? Why do you do this? For instance, we always tell people, put your camera on manual. Don't use automatic systems. Put it on manual and learn about it. Things like that. And I'll give them something like, okay, this month we want depth of field, very shallow depth of field. Right? And then you explain to them what it is and how it's done, and they go out and they take their images. And you see people learning and improving. There's some very talented people there.
Well, this is it. I mean, we are very fortunate in this area with the kind of people who do live here, and the opportunities that we have to learn and to develop our own skills without really having to go very far at all. This is plus having this fantastic area to use as subject matter, but not only that, because we can see from the exhibition here that obviously when people go off and travel as well, that they take their cameras with them, taking with them what they've learned from photography.
As they stay in the club, they become very keen photographers, and they improve. You see the improvement. That's very satisfying.
And are you still learning? Because the thing is, are you still learning? Is there anything else for you to learn?
I'm still learning. Well, it's modern age technology, digital. I never used digital before. And I'm learning things. A lot of it's software, how to improve a picture, how to edit it. Plus, I started doing wedding photography a few years back, and that's a totally different challenge.
And I must say that this is not your ordinary lineup of guests type of wedding photography, is it?
No, wedding photography has changed a lot. Wedding photography is now much more reportage. It's much more a story of the day. You go to the bride preparation, makeup, hair, and people these days are much more they know a lot more what a good photograph is. Yeah, I guess we're bombarded with it all the time.
Yeah.
But and so people know when you're taking good photographs. And for instance, like my daughter is wedding photographer, professional wedding photographer in Ibiza, and she's very successful.
Gypsy Westwood, yes, yeah.
Because she has this beautiful style, apart from the fact she's a girl, so she has that little bit of feminism in it, femininity, I should say. But it's a story about you're taking a lot of pictures without people don't notice it. You just fly and walk. You're just there, moving around quietly, just grabbing shots. So, and that's a very different type of thing. I mean, I did do reportages when I was living in Madrid. I did do a story on olive oil, a story on La Rioja, things like that. But this it's quite intense. Wedding photography is quite intense because you're awake and concentrating all the time. Looking for not just nice expressions and things, but nice images.
And you've got just the one day to...
Just got the one day.
One day to do it all, you can't go back.
You can't say, oh, excuse me, could you repeat that, please? No, so you have to be very fast.
Well, we should say to people that if they would like to see more of your work, that you do have a very good website, and that people can see examples of your work, I believe, on certainly your Facebook page, to find out about your photography, and then to find out more about the photography club. How can people find out more about that if there are people watching this and think, that really sounds interesting?
Yeah, the club has a Facebook page. It's just called the Vera Photo Club, PHOTO. And it has two pages actually. One is Vera Photo Club photos, and one is just the club series. Although they both get intermingled.
Right. So details about how people get in contact and so.
They're not public, I don't think. So you might have to ask for permission. I'm not really sure whether I'm in it. I have no problem. But that's good because people are always posting them there. Their new pictures, what they've done, and then asking advice and things. It's a good platform for people to discuss anything and to show when they've been away. But there's that. I have my main Facebook page is called Westwood Works because I tried to include my two kids in it when it started, but they never get around to it. Too busy doing their own stuff. But so I post most of my pictures on it. Most of the things I want to post. And I have also a website on 500px. 500px shows a lot of great photographs by thousands of different photographers, and I have a page on there. So that's www.rodwestwood.500px.com.
Right, and well worth taking.
But that's mostly I have my wedding stuff on there. It's a sort of showcase for that. But I put other stuff on as well.
Rod, thank you so much for talking to us today. I mean, there's an awful lot more we could talk about. This is apart from your career. It's a fascinating subject, and really the exhibition, the works here are amazing. I hope there's going to be some more exhibitions of the Photo Club in the future, whether it's here in Mahaka or elsewhere.
There will be one every year.
Yeah, good. So at least we'll have an opportunity to see one next year, and then anything that happens in between with the Photo Club, hopefully you'll keep us informed.
Will do.
Excellent.
It's a pleasure.
Pleasure to speak to you. Thank you very much.